Your makeup could be poisoning you. What brands have the most lead in them?
Scholarships are an important part of helping to pay for college. How your child can qualify.
It's time for another guessing game. Where am I on Delmarva? Wouldn't you like to know? Plenty of clues coming up.
He's making me nuts with this. And we are in the kitchen with classic cakes, making a Smith Island cake.
Delmarva Life starts right now. Feeling the energy this Thursday afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopper. Welcome to Delmarva Life from historic Studio D.
And I want to hear him again. Let's welcome our studio audience today. It may have something to do with the fact that there's cake in the studio.
Cake,
There's
air
cake.
conditioning. I mean, this is the best of how many worlds?
I know, right?
Right here. This is the place to be. Did you get any of the thunderstorms last night?
I did. We did. I did.
I got nothing.
Well, it's because they roll
Go around my house.
Yeah.
I got that force field. I got to find that force field.
Yeah. I guess they hit about 8, 9 o'clock last night in Salisbury. Oh well. But I tell you what, if you want to find some warm water, apparently the water temperature in Ocean City is like 77 degrees. And I was reading on the OC's Facebook page, that's about 10 degrees higher than normal temperature this time of year. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
That's like a warm bath.
Yeah, I know, right? Not refreshing. You jump in and go,
stay on the beach for that one. Thank you.
Hey, it is fair time, and that's our first hot topic today.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It's the 93rd annual Delaware State Fair. It kicks off today.
Big time today. Fair is going to be in Harrington from today through the 28th with concerts from local acts, homebrew beer competition, of course, the Monster Truck Show, culinary guests, nightly parade, and a pig kissing contest.
Your favorite, a pig kissing contest.
What are the parameters? For how do you win?
How do you win
a pig kissing
contest? Anybody know?
How many here have kissed a pig within the last? No.
No.
No tips from you guys, huh?
I wonder if it's the pig that judges the best kiss.
Line everybody up, pig goes to the best one? Is that?
I don't know. Guess you have to go to the Delaware State Fair to find out.
I think so.
It's a good time.
I think I would absolutely have to. They're also doing the big beer craft.
Right.
thing.
They have over like 300 entries.
From I can't remember how 280 some odd people competing in this whole beer craft thing. It's really a big deal. It's something they brought back from last year that has really worked out well. So ought to be a lot of fun. 23 different styles. Danny Aguilar, Fair's Assistant General Manager, says a paging system. This is really important because the last couple of years we've been dealing with the weather. Yeah. Danny Aguilar says there's a paging system now to alert when you go to the fair if there are any emergencies. Okay, like there's any foul weather. You remember when we had the tornado, what, eons ago?
Oh yeah, that was like back in '93.
Yeah, way back when. That was way back when, wasn't it?
It was.
If they got any other announcements as well, what they can do is they can send out the public page. So they put that in place so you can go to the Delaware State Fair, enjoy yourself, have fun, and you don't have to worry about, is there something going on that I don't know about? Why is everybody running?
Yeah.
Obviously, it'd be nothing that bad.
Well, hopefully nothing like that will be happening. And it's fair time in Kent County, Maryland. It's the 30th year for that county fair. Take a look at this picture. This is Grace Crockett power washing a sidewalk at the Kent County Ag Center in preparation for the fair. Opening ceremonies in just a few hours at 6 o'clock. The festivities run through Saturday night. That's up there in, I think, Tolchester. Yeah. Maryland, up on the Upper Shore. So I love fair time.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. You never find anything like that in the winter, that's for sure.
No.
I guess you heard about the big fire in Cambridge.
Yeah, I
was
watching the news.
They had the Public Works building caught fire, and another outside building behind it caught fire. It started on the outside, went through the attic, all this kind of stuff. Burned a bunch of files. They're having to look at the computers to make sure that they're still working. The Public Works building, and I'm just wondering if I'm the only one that finds it ironic that you had a fire at the water department. I'm just saying. Maybe it's just
kind of interesting. Heading up to Milford, the Food Bank of Delaware has welcomed a new director of the Milford branch. This is Chad Robinson. In his new role, Mr. Robinson will be responsible for all kinds of stuff. They are overseeing the daily operations of the food bank of the Delaware Milford branch and cultivating relationships with key members of the community. So congratulations to Chad Robertson. That is a big job. That's a big job because, you know, there's a lot of hungry people out there.
What did we say the other day?
It's like
one out of every 4 Delawareans are being fed by the food bank?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow,
yeah, and most of them are children.
Yeah.
Most of them are children. So,
thanks for coming in and sitting in that chair. That's a tough one. There's a couple of open houses coming up. Let's see, one is July 28th. The other one is August 4th. The reason we're mentioning this, it's going to be at Emmanual Wesleyan Church in Salisbury. The big thing about this is the third line down, as you look at that, age 6 weeks to pre-K.
Yes.
Because apparently it's really, really hard to find someplace
yes,
like up to a 2-year-old.
Right, and it's a good thing in that, you know, they have strict rules about how many caretakers to infants.
Right.
You know, but it's hard to find that kind of care. So they have openings there. They're going to have that open house. If you want some more information, we have the phone number 410-749-6594.
Yeah. So
Emmanual Wesleyan in Salisbury.
Talking about kids, saw this morning. I'm fascinated. There's a woman in Pennsylvania who has now been accused of breaking into a school system computer using the password that she had when she worked there a long time ago.
Okay.
And apparently she's broken in thousands of times over the last few years. Most recently, she used the password to change the grades of her kids.
Oh my.
She changed the failing grade of her daughter to a medical exception, and she changed her son's grade as well from a 98 to a 99.
Why not 100?
Really?
Just go for 100.
What's wrong with a 98? You gotta go one more. What's wrong with 98? But she's actually facing felonies now.
Really?
So, I mean, that was a pretty serious deal there.
Pretty serious stuff. It's not half as serious as what these fellows, these Seattle men did. They were doing a little bit of smuggling.
Oh.
In fact, they spent 2 hours in a detention center in the Canadian border after U.S. border agents discovered this. Take a look at this picture. We got it? Yes.
No.
Illegal candy
I'm
in
telling
their
you.
car. They bought Kinder eggs, chocolate eggs with a toy inside. And yes, you know, they are dangerous because they're
Well, yeah, it
choking
makes
hazard
sense.
and everything.
But they got detention for
But they
2
got
hours?
Detention for 2 hours. They were stuck at the
We're
border.
taking your eggs. sir. I think
they eventually got off with a warning, but those are 2 hours they'll never get back. I bet you they'll never try that again.
Crossing the border. Yeah, just don't look in this bag, okay? It's no big deal, really. Quick audience poll here, okay? Remember, you got to let us know by claps. Who likes their coffee in the morning? Like that whole caffeine? Okay. Going deaf up here. Everybody likes that caffeine to get the day started, right? Okay. How many are drinking green tea for the health benefits? Yeah. Now, see, I got to clap on that one. Guess what? There may be more caffeine in the, well, no, actually there's no may to it. There is more caffeine in your green tea than there is coffee.
Ah, that's why she's bouncing back there. Did you see her? She's just like, woo!
Isn't it crazy? There's more than you compare it to. You know what? Let me back up because I stated that wrong. There is more caffeine in green tea than there is a classic Coke.
Oh,
Okay? There's not as
okay.
much as in coffee. Coffee's like through the roof. But there is a whole bunch of caffeine in green tea, more than a classic Coke. Did you know, and I'm going to throw some names out here simply because I think we all associate them with caffeine. Did you know that there is actually less caffeine in a Mountain Dew than a Diet Pepsi Max?
Wow.
How about that?
I didn't know that.
Now, just in case that got your interest just as much as it did mine, you can go online, delmarvalife.com, and we've got a link there where you can go and find out, you know, whatever your favorite beverage is. They did all this research and put down how much caffeine is in these individual drinks, and I think you're going to be surprised.
Really?
I was.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I thought I was doing pretty good here. Guess not.
We are just a caffeinated nation.
My
Sugared up and
goodness.
caffeinated.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Are you going to do this one, or do I have to do this one?
I'm giving this one all to you.
Great.
Because I just want to listen.
Just want to see what I'm going to do with it. The University of Innsbruck in Austria said yesterday that archaeologists found something that they did not expect to from a castle dated during the Middle Ages, whereas it was once thought that women didn't start wearing bras until 100 years ago. They found 4 that were at least 600 years old.
There it is.
I got nothing to.
No word on yet if it was Victoria's Secret.
You know what? I'd have given $1 to come up with that one. But they thought that was kind of interesting.
That is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
600 years old bra.
Bra.
Yeah.
Do we have any science geeks in here? I have been labeled as a geek because I get interested in this.
He's a science geek.
Maybe as early as Saturday, there's going to be another rocket launch from Wallops Island. This is an artist rendering. What they've done is they have designed an inflatable heat shield for a spacecraft coming back through the atmosphere. So they're going to test one this weekend. That's all that was. I just thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Tell me there are no other science geeks in this room. Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're backing you up. Well, got good news for you because we had another science story. Take the kids to New York. That's because the Shuttle Express exhibit opened this morning.
Yes, it did.
At the Intrepid Museum. Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum. It's been hosting a string of space-themed events through the weekend. The Intrepid is located at Pier 86 on Manhattan's west side.
Have you been?
I haven't. I want to go now.
I sound silly. I've been past the Intrepid. I haven't been on board.
Right.
But they've got this whole thing going on now, the floating museum there in the Enterprise, which, as you know, is I can't even think of the name, what I want to call it. It's never been in space.
Right.
It was the first one they designed just to see if it worked.
Yeah, so one that they always saw on the back of the
747. Yeah. So, but it's on display. Kids will love it. Trust us on this one.
Yeah, yeah. There is a horse that is also a budding young artist, believe it or not. You got to take a look. This is 9-year-old Justin. He's a new painter behind a series of colorful paintings that adds a new definition to equine art.
Look at that!
Look at that! Yeah, he dropped the brush.
I'm done with this one, give me another.
Yeah.
Oh, and he signs it too!
Yeah, he signs it too. Now here's the part that cracks me up about
this. Oh my
this.
goodness.
That's a self-portrait, by the way. He drew that. Here's the part that gets me. They started selling the paintings.
Yeah.
First one sold for $12, $14.
Okay.
Now they're selling for hundreds of dollars. Seriously. So
really?
Go out into the barn.
Wait a minute, what's his name?
Grab the horse, Justin.
Justin the horse.
Justin the horse.
Picasso. Rembrandt. We got Justin.
We have Justin, that's right. Well, up next on Delmarva Life, how a pretty pucker could be the kiss of death, what dangerous substance is found in some lipsticks and lotions, and how you can find out if what's in your makeup bag could be hazardous to your health.
Plus, get your sweet tooth ready. We're in the kitchen this afternoon. Classic Cakes here with their authentic Smith Island cake. And if it's only dessert for two, guess what? They got something that you can do too. We'll explain that.
And we're at it again. We're on Delmarva. Is Brian. Where are you, Brian? Give us a clue.
I'm not telling you just yet anyway. I'm not telling you. So here you go. You ready for your first clue? It involves the lay of the land, so to speak. So here you go. Clue number 1. The town I'm in is 1.9 square miles in size. And if that doesn't help you, I have 2 other clues that just might. Stay with us. You're watching Delmarva Life. We will be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. And your local York and Mitsubishi dealers.